Matthew's story happened a little bit later. Matthew was a tax collector, okay? Presumably a wealthy man. Why do we presume he was a wealthy man? All tax collectors were wealthy. Why were they wealthy? Their job was to collect taxes of the Jewish people. The nation of Israel was occupied by Rome. They collected taxes for the Roman government. And they had, as a tax collector, a prescribed amount. I'm assuming they had like an area or a city or a town. They had to collect taxes for the Roman government. Rome didn't care how they did it. They actually gave them soldiers to enforce it. And they didn't care how much they took. As long as Rome got the prescribed amount, as a tax collector, you could charge whatever you wanted to, and that's how you made your money. Charging too much, keeping the excess. Tax collectors were hated because they made their wealth on the backs of their own people. They stole from their own people to make their money. Matthew was seated at his tax collector booth, which we assume, as most of them were, was in the major business district of this town. People would come to him, pay their taxes, and if they didn't come pay their taxes, the Roman guards would go and get them and bring them to pay their taxes or else. Jesus encountered Matthew, said, "Follow me." And immediately Matthew left everything and followed Jesus. I don't think this was Matthew's first encounter with Jesus. Why? He left everything immediately, just at one invitation, "Follow me." I think Jesus locked eyes with him, peered into his soul, invited him to leave this life that you've so desperately been wanting out of, but don't know how to leave it. Just follow me. And Matthew did it. And he was so excited that he threw a party at his home. That's what he did. He threw a party. He said, "I'm going to invite all my tax collector buddies because nobody likes us. We're not a part of anything. And this guy will invite me to be a part of it. Maybe some of my other tax collector buddies can be a part of this too. Tax collectors and other sinners." Threw a party in his house, invited them all. The Pharisees, the teachers of the law, the good church people of the day, they came too. Why do I think Matthew was wealthy? He throws a party for all these people. Food, wine, drink, let's have a good time. Possibly music. Anyway, the Pharisees, the good church people of the day, they didn't approach Jesus. They weren't brave enough to do that. They went in the side door and went to his disciples and they said, "Hey, you hang out with this guy. Why does your teacher dine with tax collectors and sinners?" Essentially what they were saying was, why does your teacher stoop so low as to hang out with those people? Doesn't he know what people are going to think if he hangs out with those people? We don't welcome those people into our church. We don't want them here. Don't you know the reputation they have as tax collectors and sinners? They're not righteous like us. It's a good thing we don't have that in any of our churches today, right? Jesus overhears the conversation. He says to them, "It's not the healthy that need a doctor, it's the sick. I haven't come to call righteous people like you who I guess are in no need of saving. I've come to call sinners to repentance." God desires mercy and not sacrifice. Why don't you guys go and think on that one for a while?